Now let's discuss about call by value and call by reference. So first let's discuss about call by value. So here I have taken a function for swapping two numbers and the execution always starts from the main function. I have declared the variable n1 equal to 35 and n2 equal to 45. So the memory will be allocated for these two variables n1, n2, and the value will be initialized as 35 and 45. So before swapping these two numbers, I am going to print the value of n1 and n2. So when I try to print the value of n1 and n2, n1 value is 35, that will be printed, n2 value is 45, that will be printed. Now I am calling a function called swap n, n2. So I am calling the function n1, n2. n1 value is 35, n2 value is 45. I am calling the function. So then it goes here. A value will be given as 35, B value will be given as 45. So A variable will be declared, the value will be initialized, B variable declared and the value will be initialized because n1 value will be given to A, n2 value will be given to B. Fine. Now I have given int temp. So I have to declare a variable temp. Fine. Temp equal to A. So the value of A will be stored in temp. What is the value of A? 35. 35 will be stored in temp. Next, A equal to B. When I say A equal to B, B value will be stored in A. What is the value of B? 45. 45 will be stored in A. Done. Next, B equal to temp. What is my temp value? Temp value equal to 35. 35 will be stored in B. Fine. Now I have swapped two numbers. So the execution of the function swap got over. Now where will it go? It goes to the place where I have called the function. So the execution got over. I'll go back to this place. So once this execution got over, whatever the variable I have declared, the memory will be deleted because this execution got over. Swap function execution got over. So the memory for the variable A, B and temp will be deleted. Now when I try to print the value of n1 and n2, still it has 35 and 45. So the value 35 and 45 will be printed. So when you are calling by value, whatever the changes or modifications you are doing inside the swap function, that will not be reflected back to the main function. Okay, so here the values have not been swapped. Now when I do the same swapping with the help of call by reference, the values will get swapped. Let's see how does it works. So return 0, program got over. Now I'll go to the next one, that is call by reference. So instead of passing a value, I am passing an address. This is what called as call by reference. Let's see. So here I have given the function swap and the execution of the program always starts from the main function. n1 equal to 35, n2 equal to 45. So the value of n1 will be 35 and the value of n2 will be 45. The value will be initialized. Now before swapping, I am trying to print the value of n1 and n2. So n1 value is 35 and n2 value is 45. That will be printed. Fine. Now I am calling a function called swap. Here I am passing two arguments. So when I am passing two arguments, if I am passing a value, I can take a variable. But here I am not passing a value. Instead of value, I am passing an address. Okay, ampersand n1, ampersand n2. Address of n1 is 1000. Address of n2 is 2000. So I am passing the address. So if I am passing the address, I have to declare a pointer variable to store the address. So in the method cut, in the function swap, I have declared two variables, int star a, int star b, two pointer variables a and b. So address of n1 is 1000, address of n2 is 2000. 1000 will be stored in the variable a, 2000 will be stored in the variable b. So I have got the value. Now I am declaring a variable called temp, int temp. So temp, a variable has been declared. Next, temp is equal to star a. What is the meaning of star a? Value at a. So a is having the value called 1000. Star 1000, value at 1000. What is the value 1000? 35. 35 will be taken and that will be stored in the variable called temp. 35 will be stored in the variable called temp. Fine. Next, star a equal to star b. So star b, value at b. What is the value hold in the variable b? B is having 2000. Star 2000, value at 2000. What is the value at 2000? 45. This 45 will be taken. That will be stored in star a. Star a means a is holding 1000. Star 1000 value at, what is the value of 1000? Value of 1000 is 35. So in this place I have to store 45. That is the meaning. So if you are not aware of this, please watch the videos of pointers so that you can understand how it works. So star B, value at B, that is 45, that will be taken, that will be stored in value at A. Value at A is value at 1000, that is 35. 45 will be taken and that will be stored in N1. Done. Next, star B equal to temp. Whatever the value I have in temp, that will be stored in star B. B is holding 2000. Star 2000, value at 2000. So in this place, I have to store the temp value. What is my temp value? 35. So 35 will be stored. Done. So the function swap got over. I'll go back to the place where I have called this function. So when I go here, whatever the memory allocated for this particular function, that will be deleted. So that has been deleted. Now the execution comes to this place. Now when I try to print the value of n1 and n2, the value of n1 is 45, the value of n2 is 35. That will get printed. So here the values got swapped. So this is what called as call by reference. So whatever the changes I am doing in the function, that will be reflected back to the place where I have called the function also. When I go for call by value, whatever the changes I am doing, that will not be reflected back. But when I go for call by reference, whatever the changes we are doing, that will be reflected back to the main function also. This is the difference between call by value and call by reference. Fine. That's all.